Good morning and welcome to today's webinar, which goes by the name Real-Time Daily Trading Ideas. This is our internationally oriented webinar addressed to traders all over the world. We will be speaking about trading ideas, strategies, market screenings, and will be answering your questions. My name is Alex Raftopoulos and I'm very happy to be moderating this webinar. Before we can start with the actual webinar, we will briefly present the risk disclaimer. Trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk which is not suitable for all investors due to its complex nature. Please make yourself familiar with these instruments by using a demo account if you are a starter. Please feel free to contact us if you need any assistance with that. Please also note that none of this is investment advice. The statements made in this webinar only represent the personal opinion of our traders. You can also find the whole risk disclaimer on our website. Here you can see the schedule for the week. Today it's Markus' turn. And before I finish off with the introduction, I would like to invite everyone interested in trading to try us out and benefit from the best index and forex offerings with spreads of just 0.8 pips. Please feel free to have a look around our website and explore our international activities, and do not hesitate to contact us should you have any questions. Well, enough of me for the moment. Now it's Markus' turn. Good morning, Markus. What's your outlook of the markets for the moment?
Wonderful. Good morning to everybody. Thanks for the great introduction this morning, and a warm welcome to everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to guide you through this Admiral Markets webinar, and we want to have a look at the markets. But before we want to do that, you know, the same procedure as every week. The trading approach success, guys, is not a fantasy, it's a formula. And I'm so grateful that a lot of people here in our webinar, and I hope you will catch something for your own thoughts, for your own trading. This is my trading approach, the Dow How trading approach. We want to make day trading out of the correction. We want to make trend trading. And this is one of the proven statistical systems with a probability of the trend continuation of between 65 and 17%. And this is one of your surviving possibilities. The only thing you can survive on a long-term distance in trading is if you use rules. If you have rules for your trading, you can stick to your rules. So that's my 7 rules you can see in the picture right now. First rule, valid trend is needed. No trend, no trade. Of course, that's the most important topic. No trend, no trade. Maturity of the trend, maximum for you need a young trend. Then, after the movement, after every movement, there is going to come the next corrections, and the next correction has to run at least 38% Fibonacci retracement. And then, if the market is in the correction, we have to wait for the rebound. The balance candle will show you when the rebound is over and the trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. And rule number 5, 6, and 7 is depending on the surrounding out of the fair value zone, market profile. Then the target, Fibonacci market profile will show us the target, will show it, we will see it in a chart right now. And the big picture should support you or must support you. We use 3 templates with our first glance at the big picture, trend, support, resist, or divergence we can use in the big picture. So in this webinar, our view is a little bit bigger, is a little bit larger. And so we want to make trades in the hourly chart. So the big picture is the daily chart, our leading trend. So I want to send a lot of greetings to Bob, to Chicago. I heard it this morning on the radio. There are minus 40 degrees in Chicago, Detroit, and Michigan. So warm greetings to Chicago and to our attendee of Bob. I heard it this morning in the radio. So with this in our mind, you see, trading is of course not the most important thing in trading. So there are so many things that are more important than this kind of trading. So let's switch S&P 500 and if you have questions, type it in the chat box. I can see it on my left screen here. If you have questions, feel free. This is your webinar. I'm not important. My colleague is not important. You are important. Type it in the chat box if you have any questions to me. The biggest secret in trading is there doesn't exist any secret in trading. That's the biggest secret at all. Okay, you see, I have, we talked about last week about some trading ideas, and as you can see, I have two running trades at the moment. First of all, Euro, British Pound. Maybe you remember, I said last week, if the price will make a rebound here at the point of low, you can see this is the lower border of the fair value zone. The red zone is the fair value zone with the most value in this area. This is the lower border, and the price will make a technical rebound back to the point of control here at round about, let's see, at round about 0.87807. And now I said last week, use the hourly chart to make a trade here. And as you can see, we were very far in the green zone, very far away from the point of control. The point of control is placed at 0.89867. And you know, I told you in the past, every time, and I tell you every week the same procedure. That's the rules. The price has the habit to go back always to the point of control. There is only one exception when the point of control is changing to another place, when at another place is building up more value, then we will have a completely other situation, but not yet. The point of control is placed at 0.89, and as I said, wait for the trend and then use our rules. Do you remember the rules? Rule number one is, do you know it? Do you know it? Rule number one is you need a trend. So we had this, let's see. We had this movement starting at 0.86, up, down, up, correction. Rule number two, young trend. That was the second correction. We had a young trend. Rule number three, correction at least 38%. You saw the correction ran at 61%. Then, you know one of the rules, red to red, 61 to 61 on the upper side. Rule number four, you need a balanced candle that you can see that we have a balance between supply and demand. So, do you see it? There was the balanced candle at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, this week Tuesday, and now you could see my first target were reached exactly here at the 61% extended version of Fibonacci. First target reached, trade is safe, and you can see the trend continuation is more likely than the trend break. Trading, guys, is not a rocket science. The real challenge is only taking place in your mind, and this is why so many people failed in trading, because they forget that if you want to become a successful trader, you need a change of your mind. That means you need to make a step out of your comfort zone. I know that's painful, but no learning effect without pain. That's the secret in trading. So what will happen here? I don't know. Doesn't matter to me, of course. I don't care what will happen, right? Because my stop is placed here under this last 0.3, because we had a trend continuation right now. My first target were reached. So now, what's up now? So I know a lot of people were sitting in front of the PC and were thinking, oh, go out of it, it's a great winner. No! I have my fucking rules. And my rule says my second target is placed at the point of control. Who I am, that I am able to say the market what the market has to do. Who you are, who I am. We are not important about trading. Our only job is to stick to your rules, no more and no less. So never intervene into the trade. Never intervene into the trade. The disappointments are so much more than the surprise. If you make an intervene into your trading. So the market will decide. The market will make the decision how much money I will get. So my target is placed, my final target is placed at the point of control. The trade is safe already. You can learn it. If you want to become a successful trader, you need a coach, you need a mentor, you need a person who will kick you in your ass if you break your rules. So the next trading idea was British pound Swiss franc. I said we had a rebound at the point of control, and as you can see here, you can see as the evidence, the proof of the price. You can see at the low 1.2291, the price went back to the point of control. This is the normal behavior of every price. This is the normal habit of every trading, back to a fair price zone. So now we can expect after every move, the next correction will come. So we saw this rebound at the point of control, and maybe we are exactly at this point of control, and maybe we can expect a little bit correction to the lower side. That's what the reason I started yesterday this trade about my rules. Never break your rules. Let me ask you some question and be honest to yourself. How many of you have rules in trading? Come on, put your hands up. How many of you have rules in trading? How many of you have rules in trading? Come on, put up your hands or type it in the chat box. How many of you have rules in trading? And I guess less have really rules in trading. I know it. Otherwise, you were more successful in trading. That's my rules. You can see it here. We have a movement. We saw the correction. We saw the move. We saw the correction. And now I scroll out and you could see a big correction. Let's see Fibonacci retracement. We measure from this point down to the move. And now you could see exactly we reached 61 Fibonacci retracement. Yes, rules all you need. All you need is love and rules, of course. So now where was my balance candle? Here you see after the rules, after the correction, at least 38%, we reached 61%. There was a balance candle. There was the balance candle. There was balance candle. You see where I am in the market right now. And where's my first target? My first target, 61 to 61 is my first target. I will reach, maybe. If not, I don't care. It's just a trade. It's not my life. It's not my heartbeat. It's only just a trade. No more, no less. You calculated your stop. You calculated your money management before you open the trade. So, and the final target is, of course, placed at the point of control. And on the track to this point of control, the market will decide how much money you will get. Don't intervene into the trade. And question, what is the balance candle and how does it look? Oh, that's great. Look at this one. This is a balance candle. I will show you. So let's see. That's a balance candle. Here, that's a balance candle. And balance candle mostly occur after the movement. Look, this is a balance candle here on the left side. A small body and large and a big shadow on the upper and lower side. That's trend continuation candles, and that is a balanced candle. Small body, big shadow on the lower and the upper and lower side. That means the balance between supply and demand. Or doji, you can say a doji. In the normal candlestick education, it's a doji. Here in Heikinashi, we say balanced candle, or you can say doji, of course. You see, after the movement, the next balance candle, there was the balance, a small shadow, a small body, and a big shadow. That means the movement is over, and the correction is more likely, or the next correction will come, or after the correction. That's the reason why we have as a signal the balance candle, because after the correction, the balance candle occurs, and then we can make an entry, not market, not limit, stop buy, or stop sell. That's my, and you see, I never, of course, I will be honest to you, after 20 years of trading, I never break my rules, never. A couple of years ago, so I can feel it, I often broke my rules, because I was looking for the Holy Grail. I wasn't able to accept the inevitable things that doesn't exist, the Holy Grail in trading. It's only a question of probabilities. It's only if, then, no granted, no securities in trading. So that's the running second trade right now. And let's have a look at the SP 500, a little bit market watch right now. And as you can see, we reached after the low here. We reached already the point of control. Now we see a little bit trend continuation to the lower side. We are among the red zone. We are among the fair price, but we are in the move. So no trading chance at the moment. In the hourly chart, you can see we are in the red zone as well. But the second thing I said, two things are important in trading: trend and market information, the price information. You need to know, am I in the move or am I in a correction? And do I have a fair price or not? That's the big deal in trading. You need to know. Let's have a look at the gold chart, of course, that you can see. Look at this one. This is one of the best evidence, guys. One of the best evidence that the price has the habit or the behavior to go back to the point of control. That's the fairest price in the last 3 years here now. In this time frame, I use it. And can you see it? Back $1,160 that was in, let's see, in August 2070. Look at this one. We reached yesterday the point of control. Great. Amazing. It's terrific to see. This is real trading. This is so easy. Trading, successful trading, guys, is not a rocket science. You need trend and you need the price information. So what we can do here in this gold chart, nothing, because we reached already the point of control, and you could see we reached this point by a trend. It's always a trend. Movement, correction, movement. Now we see it, and in the hourly chart, of course, in the hourly chart you see we are very far away from the own point of control. So in this cooperation between daily chart, you see we are very far in the move. We reach the point of control, so we can expect the next correction. This is why we can expect in the gold, maybe in the next few hours or days, we can expect maybe a little bit rebound or a downtrend back to the point of control on the lower side. What are the square lines on your chart? Sorry, I missed some lessons. I'm not updated. No problem, Christine. The square lines, first of all, that's the point of high. This is the upper border of the fair value zone. The red zone at the red line is the point of control, and the lower, as the point of low, the lower border of the red zone. And this was the cross. I guess you mean this line here. That's the switch, that the changing, that I can see how the price is working, how the fair value zone is working. For my information, I need to know if we does the market accept higher prices or lower prices. So on the red line, you can see how the price worked in the past. And as you can see in the gold price, you can see the price, the market accepts more higher prices. This is a wandering line, a working line. So exactly now we reach the point of control 1,322, and as you know, I told you this the last weeks very often, that the probabilities are on the higher side, on the upper side in gold. And I told it in the last weeks, you will see we will reach this point. It's not important that I'm right. It's only a question of probabilities, how you can use it for your own trading. So, and this is a working line, that you can see, and then that you can figure out how the price is working, how the point of control is going up, or is going up and up and up. And this is what the market tells you. We are accepting higher prices. And this information you need to know if you want to become a successful trader. Sorry, for my trading approach. That's important for my trading approach. So what is the indicator on the right, the red and green color? As I said, it's a price indicator, market profile indicator. You can use it, or you can order it on this homepage. It's allowed to me to give you this one in English version. Just I put it in a chat box. You can see it right now. That link is in a chat box, and there you can see it. So gold, and oh Jesus Christ, we have no time anymore. I guess sorry for the time, but I have so many things to tell you that I want that to become a successful trader. So sorry. I hope you learned a little bit for yourself. Maybe we'll see us next Wednesday. You know, we had a big webinar every Wednesday at 6 o'clock by Admiral Markets. It's called Master the Markets. And maybe you want to be attended at webinar at 6 o'clock every Wednesday by Admiral Markets, Master the Markets. We close the gap between education and trading. I hope you will have a great day. Take care and be careful about your thoughts, because they are the beginning of your actions. Back to my colleague.
Thank you very much for your comprehensive analysis, Markus. Thanks to the audience for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. If you did enjoy it and would like to review it, you can do so anytime. Just give us an hour or so to upload it onto YouTube. I wish everyone a good day ahead. Goodbye.